Axe. Would you swap any one of those two?
I would
Beastmaster?
Now, right?
For this one, I believe there's a new coin toss as it is game 3.
Oh, we're seeing who's playing first.
Oh,
it's a
coin
toss.
Oh, there
okay.
we go. We are actually in the draft, so it will be Vega first pick. And they do ban the same hero, so this would be either Lich or Beastmaster then. Are you going to let
but
Lich
Vega have first pick, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they take Beast, I think, almost 100. Like, I don't want to say 100%, but I'm fairly certain that
I'm pretty sure, yeah, they take the Beastmaster. But I think even the support Beastmaster, because of the new patch, right, the Hawk has lesser vision now. So actually during the nighttime, I think the Hawk's vision is quite bad. So if you play even a support Night Stalker, you get the desired effect through the nighttime and, you know, using that ultimate. I think that could be an option. I don't know if EWolves run it, but it actually does work quite well with Tinker as well.
They could try to do some next level mind games with like leaving Lich and Beastmaster in and then picking up one.
Potentially.
But they're not going to do that. And
no, this is one interesting thing to note. Does EWolves play IO that much?
Not really.
No,
they don't
They
really.
normally counter this with Potom a lot of times. So I want to see if they're going to pick that up.
They don't really, like, from the stats
also
that I've
do
seen,
Witch
it was
Doctor.
none of their top picked heroes for the team.
Because I was going to say, like, Vega are the kind of team that they can run the Navi style where they go Beastmaster IO openings, and that just leaves them so many opportunities to play aggressive. And I think that Vega are the kind of team where they can thrive when they have the vision and they know when they can take the fights. But I think when they get into situations where they lose map control, they kind of struggle. I mean, most teams do, but I think Vega, first and foremost, are much better when they are the ones who have map control, and they're so good at choking out their opponents that I think Beastmaster for them, like especially having Mag, it's like, it makes me feel very confident for Vega just getting the opening.
Would you already say, like,
No,
Beastmaster, Vega got this?
No.
Beastmaster is just good, and it fits their style, and they have a great Beastmaster player.
And worthy of a first pick.
They're
Very
thinking
worthy,
right
yes.
now, what do they want? Do they want to go back to the game 1 where they had Wyvern plus Gyro? Maybe they'll get Witch Doctor and Gyro now, or do they want to completely change it up? Right?
I don't agree with picking Gyro early.
I'm not saying I agree with that.
I don't agree.
I know that.
I think Witch Doctor is really good.
Witch Doctor is good, but yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, what are they going to do now? What do you think about an early phase Clinks? I know it's not necessarily the best thing. It could be too telling. How do you feel about Clinks versus Beastmaster in general?
I mean, in the lane, it's fine, because you have Orb Walk, you get level 6. It's very hard to solo kill Clinks.
You can kill the pig too.
Yeah, you can eat the pig. You can just shoot birds down. Like, you can one-shot them, I'm pretty sure, with like level 2 or 3 arrow. It's obviously a very strong pick, in my opinion. And because he's so self-sufficient, you don't have to commit to a certain support having to sit in the lane all the time. And it also opens up avenues for you to gank other lanes. And that's one of the strengths of picking the self-sufficient core.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow.
So they got a different core, mid laner.
That is a very early Invoker. So far, the only Invokers we've seen, I believe we've only seen it twice, or maybe even 3 times, but it was always last pick, because nobody ever considers banning Invoker out anymore.
Yeah, I'm a bit curious about the early Invoker pick. I'm also curious, is it going to be another Quas-Wix Invoker? I felt like the last game, the Invoker was quite lackluster. He did opt for going BKB before he went Ags that game.
He went
and
Yules, BKB,
yeah,
and
I was thinking he should go for something like Ags and then Shivas, because I felt like they needed more AoE and more spells to be able to deal with the CK, but BKB might have been necessary, but he was quite on a farm. I didn't feel that huge of an impact from the Invoker. I really like the opening here from Vega. They have both the Bounty Hunter and the Beastmaster, so they're going to be able to keep track on them very easily. I think they're going to be able to help the mid lane. They have that Beastmaster, which Mag is very comfortable on. I think it looks good for Vega. Obviously, it's still just 2 heroes, but I think they're feeling comfortable.
And you can go so many different directions with just those 2 heroes as well.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time when you see this opening, you're definitely going to see 2 cores that soak up quite a bit of farm. Because Beastmaster gets a bit, but once he has Book, he's pretty much good to go. You're going to get your Blink, but if you have Track, you're mostly going to be looking for pickoffs anyway, and then you get your Blink from getting kills. You can push with it. It is versatile, but I think that Vega are going to go back for something now. Like
Vega need a ban Brood here, honestly. I think EWolves are going to 4th pick it if they don't.
Yeah, that's true.
I also think that EWolves, they might want to get Potom still for themselves. That can be another roamer. It's really good with the Invoker if you do land, obviously. You can Tornado, Cold Snap into Arrow. It's a pretty nice combo there. But, yeah, for Vega, it's really hard to see what they want right now. They can just, like, anything they want.
Anything they want. The Queen of Pain, the next ban, I mean, targeting no one constantly still.
I actually think it's a lot about what happened last game and just how much Smash was struggling in mid. And I think they're
Yep.
trying to give him a bit of an easier time.
Time to go Viper.
Well, good luck against
Yeah.
the bounty hunter then, because
No.
he's gonna have to deal with that
yeah,
one
exactly.
But still, like, the way that they picked up the Invoker, because when you second pick, then you get 2 bans for free, and you just get 2 heroes that are good in lane, potentially against the hero that you just picked out straight away. So I think it's not as bad, in my opinion, because, I mean, he was getting dove last game by 3 heroes at the same time. Like, Fury and TP'd in, he was getting flanked by the Doom, just getting chased all over the place. So.
So explain the bristleback third pick to me, please.
Why?
It's not even the best against those 2 heroes, but
I'm
it's
not
really
sure
good
at all.
with
I think you get kited super hard, and
Yeah,
Beastmaster
exactly.
Necro just burns your mana.
I was gonna say all the
You're
same
all a bit
things.
sad
Life is
that he's
hard.
picked up at third pick. You're not convinced?
I'm confused, I guess.
I'm skeptical.
Yeah,
that's
a
what
bit.
I would say.
Okay.
Time to pick Legion
I
Commander
think
Vega.
it's going to become more clear what they want to do when we see the 4th and 5th pick, but right now I don't think it's really that good. I don't see any reason to put it safe lane. Like I'm not seeing unless they want to go what an MVP does and just buy mech with it and then just like try to push. Maybe the Invoker goes Exort and they want to pressure that way.
It's just not good against Necro. It's not good against kiting. It's like you said. It's
just weird.
I mean,
it's
they have
weird,
a plan.
but they can maybe
Otherwise you
make it
don't pick
work.
it
Yeah,
up.
they have a plan, but the problem is like we won't know 100% until we see the next hero, and then it's like, okay, well, maybe they have some kind of synergy. If I was watching MVP, I'd be like, okay, they're gonna pick Wisp, you know what I mean? But I don't think EWolves even play the
Still
hero.
in the pool,
It's in the pool, yeah.
Vega can actually, I say he can pick it up, but it is Solo that plays both Bounty
Yeah,
Hunter
yeah.
and IO, so. Not
I
sure
would
if
like
he
to
do
see
that.
a Wisp Spear from EWolves, actually. I think that could be good. It's kind of similar to what MVP were running earlier. Did they have Invoker that game? What was it, Wisp, Bristleback?
No, they didn't have Invoker.
They had the Ember? No, they had a Queen of Pain instead of the Invoker. Yeah,
I
right.
really like this pick though, because Disruptor already, just in case, counters an IO
Yeah.
type of lineup.
But
so.
this is a so Vega draft.
Yeah,
it
it
is.
really is.
You abuse the Glimpse Vision with Hawk and Track. You can just get free pickoffs whenever EWolves are out of position. And this is what I was saying. Like, these are the situations they thrive when they have control lineups, where they get an advantage and they just keep it the entire time. Like, a Drow strat is okay, and yeah, they've run it in the past, but I don't feel like it's their best style of play. I think this is what they're best at.
It's just weird picking up the bristle. Then you could have just picked something else and just leave it for later because they're
No
not
one's
It's
gonna
not
gonna
like
ban
it's
it.
gonna
yeah.
get banned, yeah.
Yeah, so that's their strategy. It's going to be kind of like the Dazzle plus the Axe strategy we kind of saw earlier. Dazzle plus Bristleback going to go into the off lane. It does add, you know, that extra life potential for Bristleback now. Just going to be curious, what do you think about just, throw that out there, Armlet Bristleback?
I think it's good. I mean,
Could work.
it
Or-
depends on what your Bristleback is meant to do. Like, if you're lacking damage, then yeah, Armlet can be really strong.
'Cause-
There's not too many things that really mess up Armlet toggling right now, unless you're like standing in a static storm.
You
That's
can't
like,
go, I don't think you can go mech anymore because you don't have the Wisp. So I think you're either going Vanguard or you're going for,
I actually like the Abyssal build now because
Yeah.
I like
yeah.
the Abyssal build.
it's very conducive to his playstyle. You get the Vanguard first, you get a Basher. Those are 2 very Bristleback style items, and then, you know, you get the free upgrade, you get an inventory slot.
Got a bigger question for you. Is this Bristle safe lane? Because it's EWO.
I actually would like to see it off lane more than safe lane right now.
If it's
Because I
running as a
think-
dual lane,
Okay,
yes.
if it's Dazzle Bristle off lane against Disruptor, Disruptor is not good against those heroes.
Yes.
So you can just run at him, right? You just chase him down and you just pressure the supports and maybe you can stop the safe lane from farming.
Oh,
but
now we can
the
see.
problem, yeah, but the problem is that they have the chance to counterpick if they assume that it's going to be an aggressive lane.
Yeah.
So they can pick a self-sustaining support.
The thing is, Disruptor is not the best hero.
No, we're done
against
with
dual lanes.
supports. There's no more supports needed. We have Bounty Hunter, Disruptor.
No,
for
he
one.
No, I'm
talking
saying
about carries.
counter-picking against the
That's
support.
super greedy.
Oh, like that, okay.
What?
Hello, Tiny.
What? That's...
So you're
okay,
talking
Vega
about,
lost. This is over.
typical
No,
heroes
they're gonna-
for Vega.
Wait, are they
FN
going to...
Tiny. They do play it without the IO, but they are gonna.
No. This is a mid-tiny. And this is
Yeah.
going to be a
It
tiny
has to
bounty
be a
hunter mid.
Yeah, it has to be
And
tiny.
I
If they
think they're
run a
just
safe
gonna-
lane, it's over.
Yeah, put on the top lane, they're going to put the Disruptor with some hero that doesn't lose too bad to that lane because they know that they can't really...
No,
This
my
dual lane,
bird.
Disruptor doesn't fare very well against
What
dual
about
lanes.
Morphling?
Huh?
Vega.
For Vega mid
Uh,
or safe lane?
Safe lane.
No, I don't think so. I think they need
I
a
think it's
hero
not that
that's
good.
You think it's
stronger
too
than
hard
them.
against
no,
the dual
no,
lane?
No, it's
Yeah.
too hard. You just get punished.
Something that's more self-sustainable in the top lane, I feel like.
I'll probably just get Gyro then.
Gyro is
Gyro?
quite
Even
okay.
Wind Ranger safe, I think, is okay.
Yeah, something
How
like that
about,
Weaver,
how about
Gyro,
a
something along those
Juggernaut?
lines.
Have some extra heal as well.
Juggernaut
they
is not
don't
the
have
best hero, I think, against Bristle and the Dazzle
Jug's
because
not
of the
good
heals
here.
and the armor.
Okay, but they don't have any kind of sustain for themselves. And I'm kind of missing the typical mech hero as well, unless Solo has a really good game on the Bounty Hunter.
I mean, it is possible. I don't think they have the best supports at dealing with Bounty.
Yeah. So.
The Ember Spirit.
Ember Spirit, okay.
Is this really?
Because they can't really break the Flame Guard, and I think that's okay. I think the top lane is going to be quite rough for them. I think that they're going to just play the top lane and get levels. The Disruptor is going to try to pull. The Ember will sit in the lane, try to get as much as he can. Obviously, it's not an easy lane because you can never really go on them because of the heal and the physical damage from the Bristle.
I think if the Bounty goes top at level 1, they actually kill the Dazzle, and then that lane is just lost for EWolves at the same time.
I don't think
it's lost.
Yeah, I still think they
You'd
can
need
return to that
another
lane.
1 or 2 kills.
Oh, it's Lark.
Okay.
There you go.
So, if Invoker, this is, I'm gonna, take a page out of Pycat's book. If Invoker goes Quas-Wex, I think they're gonna win this game.
How long is the game
At 23-17.
This game will be 29-26 for EWolves.
29-26.
Man, that Stark pick is actually really good.
Yeah.
Vega don't really have the greatest tools at
I mean,
dealing with the
Disruptor
Slark.
Glimpse is like, fuck Slark.
How much-
Tiny is quite nice still. And the book.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I'm still going to go with Vega because I think those picks for them are probably the most comfort picks I've seen so far in the series. So
Okay.
I'll say Vega.
What do you think?
I kind of want to go Peru, but
It's
then
tough.
again,
It's tough.
then again, they also have Tiny. So I think I'm going to have to go with the team with Tiny. Tiny
Okay.
Bounty Hunter.
Tiny's gonna get.
I think the Invoker's going to struggle a bit on the mid lane. And I think Vega are going to take this game.
Don't worry, Ryu. I'm on the Viva Peru hype
Yeah.
train. We're gonna find out though.
Viva
It is time
Peru.
for our deciding match of our winners bracket semi-finals. We have EWolves and Vega Squadron with our commentators OD Pixel and Gods.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, here we are now with Game 3, the defining one between EWolves and Vega Squadron. Loud noises everywhere, we're ready to get the action underway. The game has begun. I'm OD Pixel, I'm here with Gods. Let's kick it in, let's get ourselves into the action.
One of these teams will be top 3 with a win here, going into the winner bracket finals. Loser drops down to verse, I believe, either... I don't even know. It's figure that. That's stuff that Shiva needs to know. Yeah.
It is. That's our host job. No, we're just simple casters. We turn up and we say what we see.
Dota 2, and we actually get to see some Dota 2.
We do. Well, hopefully every team fight this game. We'll see how that goes on. But anyway, with these lineups considered, EWolves, they brought something a little bit funky with the CK last game. This time, a lot of physical. The armor reductions are there. The physical punches are there. At Vega, kind of a classic Vega lineup once again. They tried that in game 2, didn't really work out. A little bit different this time with the Tiny and Cells, of course, with the Ember, rather than letting it go the EWolves side. I mean, is there anyone that you favour with these lineups?
Vega more in their comfort zone, I feel. Ooh, we'll see if Bounty gets scattered by a sentry, but for me, slight edge Vega's way just because they have so many of their comfort picks. But EWolves are just, you don't know what to expect from these guys. They mix up their roles a bit. Some games you've got Ewo playing safe lane. Other games you've got Van playing the carry. This time around, it's Van on the Slark. And Van, to me, is the one player who's probably been most impressive with this EWolves team.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
I think I'm glad to see him on the Slark this game in the Decider because he has been the big playmaker.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, last game on his Chaos Knight, he played it cool, not too proactive at the start, but it really paid off. You know, the game went late, his safety really transitioned well into a good amount of farm, and there was nothing that they could do with the lineup that they had against that late game Chaos Knight. I mean, a game like this, we know that Van can farm. If it goes late, if the Slark gets fat, do Vega still have ways of dealing with a kind of late game Slark?
They've got, let's see, Avalanche, which can go through the Shadow Dance. In terms of actual carries, Ember's just going to look to kite around and throw Slides of Fist out. They've got to catch him out with a Beastmaster roll. It's like so-so. I'd say it's a really good Slark game, but it's not like a you're invincible kind of Slark game.
Elsewhere, matchups, this Invoker versus Tiny in the mid lane. We'll see how much the Tiny can find. At the moment, 3 for 3 against the 2 for 0. So Tiny doing all right.
Tiny's wrecking this lane right now.
He had a little bit of help at the start from Solo on the Bounty Hunter, but
he's got more denies, and this is before this big creep wave reaches his tower. He denied both range creeps as well. I was watching him, and denying both those range creeps is a huge amount of XP that Smash misses out on. So unfortunately for no one, he then goes on to take a lot of harass, and will be needing to bring out some regen, but Bottle's already up for him, so very good start to his mid lane endeavors.
And we can see as well Solo coming back into the mid, maybe trying to punish Smash's positioning. Obviously eyeing up no one. I guess now the point where he spots out.
Oh, Courier Snipe. Oh, Beastmaster not finding it. Okay. Almost had the Courier Snipe. Oh, sorry, no, what am I talking about? That Beastmaster, that is his career. I'm on the ball as much as WePlay's
right,
production team's on the ball.
Whoa.
I'm like, what's his career deviating? What's going on here?
Oh, mid lane, Smash. Still trying his best to deal with the Tiny. I mean, we're still coming back in. It's proven to be a hard lane for Smash and his Invoker. Double the CS here for the Tiny.
Yeah. Tiny, like, you'd think he's, like, despite his 0 base armor against range heroes, he can still do okay in some of these scenarios. All he needs is that tiny little bit of help. If he was 1v1 purely from the get-go and had no bounty hunter, this lane would not be going how it is. But as soon as you get that slight CS advantage, you get that faster bottle, and your laning advantage just starts to snowball. That's what we're seeing here coming out from the Tiny of no one, and he is one of those very mechanically gifted mid laners.
Yeah, no one's mid is a very reliable performance each and every time. It certainly is. I mean, looking at the top lane, we're actually going to have Solo rotate up here. They've got a sentry down, they're well aware, heal bomb. Going to punch him, he won't, revealing the fact that they can see him, so Solo's going to have to think twice about trying to look for any action at the moment on here, and it's a hard lane to do much about. I mean, Bristleback level 3, he's got the backing of a Dazzle as well. It's going to be hard for Vega to achieve kind of any blood in this lane.
And even with Bounty Hunter spending some time up there, they'd have to find the Dazzle somehow. But he can, Grave TP away, unless you have a Shuriken, which is not going to be online until level 3, and even then, mana becomes a big issue. So now Vega just looking to kind of keep tabs on everything going on around the map, and it looks like Bounty may even be looking to return towards this mid. Tiny out of mana, but has got his bottle coming back to him fairly soon.
See if they can do anything about Smash. It's just going to be solo harassing. Just continuously making this space for Tiny. I mean, Tiny, 20 CS. He's only 4 behind Van on EWolves on the slot. Slug's 25 for 10. Tiny just behind. Obviously, this top lane, the pressure that's being put on by this Bristleback is slowing down FN's farm. He's only managed to find 10 CS so far, Bristleback on 15. So this top lane for Vega certainly proving to be a tricky one.
And Van is like uncontested free farm, not a single hero in his lane. Opts not to rush the Midas though.
Mid lane again, Solo hangs around, sets it up for no one to come in with the combo, and they'll get him. They have the sentry down. And Solo is persistent towards that mid lane pickoff, ends up paying out. And I mean, this Tiny versus Invoker combo, it's just gone heavily now in no one's favor.
Yeah. If no one gets a pre-10-minute Blink Dagger or something up this game, this could quickly get out of hand for EWolves. And that's how you deal with this lag. Having a snowballing Tiny with Blink can just start getting kill after kill, but Van is not going greedy, not going for the Midas, rushing the Aquila, which is a less greedy option. It also gives him the option to pressure this tier 1 bottom tower, which, considering that Vega have abandoned bottom lane, is something you definitely want to do. You don't just want to sit here passively farming, you want to force Vega to respond to you, which is going to be able to do so using this Ring of Aquila.
Solo TP in mid, topping up no one's bottom. Back up. Smash, he's got to be careful. I mean, the other lanes, I mean, as you're talking about this Van lane, where he can look to try and push around. In terms of catching out Mag on the Beastmaster, I don't see that really happening, because Mag, I mean, his Beastmaster's got to be one of his best heroes. He's going to be able to play the lane very, very safely. He's found himself halfway through level 5, so he's getting everything that he wants from this lane. It's not going to be a very volatile one, and the same situation really at the top. I mean, if anything, FN, he could be the one that needs to be careful, but at the same time with Shoma there, anytime they try and make a goal on the Ever Spirit, they'll glimpse him back, and in fact, they glimpse him back the Bristleback here aggressively, trying to fight him, but you got to be careful. FN, he's got 4 stacks of Quill Sprays on him. Has to get himself right back. Solo now with the rotation will turn onto Ewo. The dust is going to come out. Mgob with the heal, but this, he can't even get the Shallow Grave off in time. One's going to go down on the side. EWolves, they're going to lose Ewo as well, as Shoma tossed in by no one. And there we have it, 2 for the side of Vega. And it was just a great response there to the Bristleback, getting a little bit overzealous when he saw how many stacks of Quill Sprays were on FN.
Yeah, you realize that you've got the edge, and they're like, oh, they've gone on me, but they're not going to kill me. In fact, I can turn this, but what you don't take into consideration at that point is that a hero like Tiny is actually rotated in, and at this stage of the game, no one is the boss. You cannot fight this guy, and he manages to get his team a much, not really much needed, but a very big kill, as it kind of stabilizes the lanes heavily in Vega's favor with the kill on mid, and as well as now with kills on top lane on a dual lane.
Top lane. Again, we'll see them coming around, but with that fight, you know, the fact that FN, he's got his level 6, so is going to be much, much harder for the side of EWolves to catch out. Just looking at their lineup as well, in terms of instant lockdown, there really is any at all. I mean, it's a great game for an Emberspear. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they're trying to fight Vega. They've got 3 heroes down here, though. The Raw onto Masoku, and they'll take down the Witch Doctor. Slark will get himself away. But again, it's EWolves trying to jump themselves into a fight. Vega just respond and get the kills in return.
Vega actually already had one hero there responding before the initiation came, and then it turned into a 3v2 in Vega's favor.
Yeah.
EWolves were engaging into a tower with a numbers disadvantage just because they didn't have the information of who was actually in that lane. So Vega well prepared for everything coming their way, and this early game has gone incredibly well for the CIS squad.
Yeah, the only kind of faltering was FM, but after getting himself 2 assists, and as we can see on the CS, he's starting to climb his way back up. So yeah, it is this early game point where Vega are going to be a little more comfortable now that they've managed to kind of just cement themselves around the map. Because this bounty here, walking around with an orb and that Blightstone. So the harassment going to be a little bit heavier. Tornado from Smash on point. They should have a good chance of picking off this Disruptor here, Shoma. Trying to get himself away. Nice glimpse onto Smash, and that's going to do it. Disruptor. Mr. Shoma's going to be fine.
He's got no TP, so he needs to figure out where he wants to run to, but with Tiny's help, it's going to be fine. Yeah, there we go.
Tiny wants to go kill the Bristleback.
Oh, and Bristle is pretty deep here without a TP.
No slot for it as well.
Doesn't. No, he's going to send the illusions up there.
Okay.
For now, his real hero trailing. Not.
He's kind of umming and ahhing about it.
He's like, I'll go top.
Do I get it? Yeah.
There's actually a Radiant Ward scouting out his movement,
Yeah.
so if he ever went top, Bristle would just back up to the safety of his tower.
The Lee solo able to get some XP there in the middle lane. Now nearing on to level 5, but there's going to be a Raw. Max rotated in, looking for M-God, and he'll get it. The MP comes through onto the Beast. He'll have to walk this one away. Van maybe look to see if he can find some kind of return kill. Jumps forward, but no one actually blocking the pounce, so it's not going to connect onto Mag, who maybe would have been the easier target, as no one will be able to walk himself away there. And still, just EWolves unable to find any kind of kills and any kind of traction.
It's going to be Vega finding another with the glimpse. They're so good at using Disruptor. We're talking about Vega having comfort picks. Disruptor for Sioma.
Yeah, one of his best.
And it's just how the team work around it. They're always picking these vision heroes like Beastmaster Bounty, which set up the glimpse, find them pickoffs, and these pickoffs just turn into so much. It's a free farming Slark still, looking at 72 CS, the highest on Vega's side at 45. So Slark is still the breadwinner as far as farm goes, and not too far ahead of the Tiny because of the kills that no one's got, but for now, he's kind of the saving grace of this Peruvian squad. But everything comes down to this Tiny blink timing. If Tiny gets kill after kill with a blink dagger, EWolves are just done for.
Top lane FN playing very, very dangerously there. The Quill Spray is nearly bringing him down. He does Remnant away in time. But yeah, as you said, I mean, look at the Tiny as well. I mean, 1,500 gold, I guess. Ooh, hold that for his bottom lane. The dust is out so low, he's gone. EWolves, they'll get themselves a kill here. And Ewo, he's got a haste. We'll get glimpse back. We'll see if he's able to shut off Sioma, but no, he's going to just head back to lane. But yeah, no, 1,500. Do you always just go for the blink next, or do you think he's contemplating getting anything else instead first?
It's just so good. It's as a mid Tiny, it's your bread and butter. It's an item you want to have to initiate with. You can follow, like your Banner can run in, find a hero, and you just follow up with a blink burst. So I think, no doubt about it, he wants to go for that item. I'm curious to see what Slark gets, because Slark's sitting on 2.2k gold, could go for a blink himself. He's fairly squishy to like a Tiny combo. The Midas is an option, but the fact he's saved up this much money suggests he either wants to rush a blink or rush a Shadow Blade.
Let's see top lane. Vega. Rotations, Showman, no one coming in. This kill will put the Tiny comfortably in the position to get that blink. Let's see if they can set it up on Ewo. If he hangs around just a little bit too long, and he does. The glimpse back is going to be there. The toss as well, straight into the party ring. They'll take down the Bristleback. Smash, trying to look for the reaction play coming in. Might just be able to get no one. One more touch might do it. He pops the stick charges. No one, he's going to get himself out. Gets himself away. Solo out to the sidelines as well. So Vega, they get away with that one. In fact, tossing the Ember back in with the chainsaw to do the Static Storm, connecting onto both. Got down, the Shuriken bounces. They're going to find Smash as well here on the Invoker by the looks of it. Great play, and again, this Disruptor doing it for the side and setting up kill after kill as FN moves in. Oh, FN!
Here comes Slark.
Oh, FN. Oh,
he's going to get punished for this one.
Oh, Slark.
I mean, Vega had what, 3 heroes or something surviving on a sliver of HP. Bounty barely got away. Tiny had about 20 HP. Managed to cancel the death ward from Witch Doctor while not dying. That was so important for no one there not to die. He was on a, not really, okay, he's not on a streak right now, but he was so close to his Blink Dagger and one of the top farmers. That would have been a big bounty for EWolves to get. Now, Farms is up that Blink in the mid lane, so we'll see what he can do here on out.
I see it. It's going to be interesting.
Van, okay, Shadowblade for Van.
Do you like, I mean, Shadowblade first slot, that's not something that we always see, especially before the treads are done.
Yeah, it's weird to see before the treads,
yeah.
but, I mean, he'll have treads in no time. He's already got 450 gold. It's fine. Like, normally you say bounty, and you're like, oh, don't get into this bounty, but you're Shadowblading to initiate. You're not actually worried about track. Not to mention you can always Dark Pact off the track and then immediately Shadowblade afterwards.
And I guess at least for the first kill, they're not going to expect it. I don't think at this point, just some Shadowblade pickup.
Well, FN does not have a Remnant up, and that could bite him in the ass if Slack opted to take that direction. But
mid lane, they just went in. No one jumped in with the blink. They had the roar as well. They'll find the kill onto Smash, and now they're looking for more. Glimpsing back Masoku. He'll try and throw the cask out, but the bounces won't be there, and it's going to be another one for Vega Squadron. And Van, he's hanging around, but 2 of his teammates dead. We'll see if he finds something. He looks to maybe want to try and make a go onto one of the backlines, maybe onto Shoma the Slayer, as they do head towards the next fight. And Van, yeah, he's going to go in. Straight onto Shoma. Shoma turns around, he'll drop the kinetic field to control the Slav for the time being, but he still loses his life. Ewo, he's gone as well. So it'll be a 1-for-1 there at the top. We'll see if Vega can find themselves anything more. Looking at the Dazzle, but Dazzle will be able to get himself back behind safety as the TP's coming from Smash on the Invoker.
And Tiny's doing all of this without his Blink Dagger. He's had this Blink for a minute now, but the Courier unable to come out to him just yet. But Blink now arriving. No one is just getting kill after kill for his team. And 4 of the top 5 farmed heroes all on the Vega side. The track gold being a kind of key part of that. But Bounty is going to have a very fast Meg. And this just, having it this early on means the Slug's kill potential is going to be very limited because of just the general tankiness of these Vega cores. You've got a 1500 HP Tiny, you've got a Bounty, 900 HP, but he's got Wand and Mech. Everyone outside of like the Disruptor, very, very tanky.
It really, really is. This is looking to pan out to be a very tough one. And I mean, we said it before the game, you know, Van, he just certainly feel like he's been the star performer for the side of EWolves, really. You know, he's finding the farm. He is their kind of hope. If they can get a fight where he comes out surviving, brings down a couple of heroes, it's going to put EWolves in a pretty good position. And they can get rid of Shoma straight away. That'll be a nice start, but he does, again, Shoma just getting off the Static Storm before he dies. That's going to be more than enough to help Vega in this fight, at least get that Slark kill. They lose 2 for it, but yeah, the fact that that Static Storm was out just before the death, just getting that very, very high value killer. Slark was starting to run away with this game.
Yeah, just doing the small things right on the Disruptor, but overall I guess EWolves okay with that just because it kind of evens up their farm. The Bristleback gets a kill he needs and possibly opens up this T1 mid tower. But with a short respawn, I don't see Vega giving this up without a fight.
Jump in, toss back, here's Smash, gets the Tornado out, Mag pops the Roar, no messing around here, looking to bring the man down, and he will. One more punch for the Tiny, does it, Kinetic Field. Going to be controlling off the Bristleback, we'll see if they can move in for more. Paralyzing Cask, he's going to hold back no one. They'll get the glimpse though still, Shoma the Slayer again with the control, bringing back the Bristleback underneath the tower. Avalanche as well, the chains, they're not... Are they going to get it? Just actually jumping in. FN, he will now pop the change, but that was an incredibly ballsy play. He just jumps in, gets punished for it. Van coming through. He's going to get tossed up here, pops the Shadow Dance. He's still trying to chase. The kinetic field's been dropped down, but Shoma still gets taken down by the man. They'll look for the Avalanche, but Van Dart packs it off, goes up to the high ground, pops the dust. And Van the man, now 6-1 for 1. He is just recovering each and every one of these fights for the side of EWolves.
Just keeps turning things around for them. And Vega doing... Sioma's played so well in this Disruptor, finding pickoffs and kills. These glimpses that he's been setting up for his team have been fantastic. He's died 4 times, but that's just like the Slark factor. When Slark has a Shadowblade this early on, as a support, you're going to die. That's just the nature of it. Until they get like a gem to protect themselves, which they're not really in a great position to do just yet. Bounty could consider it. Beastmaster, similar story, but ideally they want to get the Necro 3 up first on Mag at least before they consider a gem.
So Van, just getting a few punches in onto FN. He's got to be very, 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 very careful. I mean, just that last fight, just the aggressive play. It's just a bit of a misplay from the map.
Needs to, just calm it down a bit. Game 3 decider, very important match for both these teams. And
Let's see what Vega can do with the smoke. Solo. No one is Shoma. Now been backed up by Mag as well. They've got all the ults available. I mean, if they get the lead in onto someone in the initiation, it should be a surefire kill. Question is, how quickly can EWolves react? EWolves grouping up themselves. Are they looking about smoking? They are. So it's going to be smoke on smoke. Let's see what path EWolves take. They are going to, by the looks of it, head round through their own jungle. Now Shoma's going to get the vision on this. Shoma, how quickly can he react to a turnaround? There we go, dropping down the kinetic field. Static Storm as well. Avalanche onto Van. And there's going to be the death wall from Masoku trying to hold back Vega. They'll pop the Roar onto Van, but can they kill this Slark? It looks like they can't. He'll get the Shadow Dance off, and now the cast bouncing between Solo and Shoma. It's Vega that needs to be on the retreat. They've stood around for too long here, and they're getting punished. Vega low on mana as well. They do finally take down Slark. He's actually denying himself to a neutral creep. And at least for Vega, they don't lose anything in return, because that fight looked to take a bit of a bad turn as they just kind of threw everything down on the Slark and couldn't kill him at the start of the fight.
Yeah, it takes a bad turn, but Slark is not in fighting shape, which is, I guess, the one thing where it's like, with Slark out of the picture, Vega can still take that 5v4 with ultis used, with the Static Storm down, with the Roar down. A great Tornado from Smash. That helps keep the Slark alive on the front lines. Once he walks in that Static Storm, I just assumed he was dead and done for, but the Tornado preventing the follow-up, prevents the Roar. And EWolves lose Slark just to neutrals, still not great for them. Like, it's not the end of the world how that whole engagement just kind of negated itself, and we'll see what EWolves can get done moving on out. But it's Vega who have map control with Beastmaster Necro 3. They can take Roshan when they want to. Dire Vision in this Radiant jungle is just spread all over, so that's going to make it very hard for EWolves to get out and be active on the map.
We'll see. Well, I mean, in terms of big arms coming out for anyone on the side of EWolves, there's a Ogre being picked up. I mean, Slark, is there any reason this game to go for that Silver Edge before a BKB, or do you think this is just Van looking for BKB?
Yeah, BKB. He just wants to be able to get out of Static Storm.
Yeah.
He wants to be able to run into a fight, not worry about getting caught in the Disruptor ultimate, and guarantee that he gets his own ultimate off. Similarly, like the Tiny combo is a big threat to him. He needs to just make sure he doesn't get bursted down. So, a nice tool to do that with. Wouldn't even be surprised if we go like BKB Lincolns this game just because of how hard a game this is. And also, just a reminder, the Silver Edge is not the Sanj anymore. It's now the ultimate. Yeah.
Thank God.
New patch.
Yeah,
exactly.
God, yeah, you saved me. Wow.
Well, when you said that, I saw Ogre, I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Oh
and then
my
I'm like,
goodness,
wait
God.
a second.
How embarrassing. Twitch chat's going to be all over me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know every single of the 248 changes in the new patch, Owen?
Well, I just got fired.
You call yourself a caster.
Man. Right, time to pick up League. Yeah. Well, here we go. Top lane, no one with an Invis rune. He's just going to come in and try to finish off this tower. Actually just blinking himself up. EWolves there going to be holding the defenses as they'll back off. And it's just another smoke from EWolves. We saw them try for this before. They didn't find anything. They did unfortunately walk into kind of Vega on a high ground advantage, but we'll see if they find anything this time. Man, wrapping around, eyes onto Shoma, and again, Shoma just with these reactions, just get the Static Storm out, but oh, he's going to be kept alive there by the Greaves. The track's out onto Van, he'll dart packed it off and Shadow Dance away, but again, smoke up, and it doesn't quite find anything.
Yeah, they've got to use these smokes to get on the map, because otherwise the Hawk, the vision from Vega scouts them out, but they need to get kills. Kills translate into wards, into map control, into possible objectives. And not finding these kills is really starting to hurt EWolves. They've wasted a lot of the last 5 minutes of the game going for these smokes and making nothing of it, so.
I mean, we saw this, what was it, game one, where they kind of kept going for similar plays, where they kept smoking and it just didn't work out.
Yes.
It was a lot of time wasted, and it was time that, yeah, Vega were just using where they were split up, they were across the map, and they were just finding much more, you know, just during the same time that the EWolves were grouping up a 5 and finding nothing. And Vega, now this time, they're going for the objective down in the pit. They're looking for Roshan. They'll lose a tier 1 top. The TPs are coming in from EWolves. We'll see if they can get there in time. They might actually have a chance of contesting this one. They're heading over to the pit. Vega, the full 5-man in there. EWolves, they need to hurry up. They need to get a little bit quicker.
Smash needs to hit the long end.
You need to get yourself in, and it's going to be gone. Not quite quick enough. They're not there, and Tiny will grab himself the Aegis. As EWolves, yeah, just they had the right intentions, but not quite quick enough off the mark.
Yeah, they wanted to get what they could at top lane before rotating, and couldn't get there in time. So with an Aegis aggression becomes a lot easier for Vega. No one's got Blink, Shadowblade, and that Aegis to fall back on, so his kill potential, something EWolves really have to respect moving forward. Outside of Van, who has got his BKB in 20 gold, so he has that defensive tool.
No, I mean, once he's got the BKB, is that kind of the key for EWolves to just go and fight, or is he looking to just get another item on top of that before he's too kind of bothered about jumping in?
I think it's very hard for him to go fight because of the vision problems and because Vega now have Aegis, so it kind of is going to just get BKB and then defend towers perhaps, but wait for Vega to come to you. Or at least they need to stick as 5. They can't be looked to split up too much on the map, but it's very much Van the only one who can actually go out and farm.
Top lane Fan. You should be able to finish this. You have got members of EWolves around. I mean, maybe looking for some kind of jump, but again, it's just locked down for this Ember Spirit. They don't really have it. I feel like the times that FN has died have just been the times that he's messed up and kind of just gone over aggressive. Silver Edges, there's going to be one for no one. So, Tiny's going to be picking one up this game. Something to break through that Bristol back, make him a little bit squishier.
Yep.
And yeah, I guess that's the thing as well. But also, of course, just the damage output reduction on heroes like the Invoker, stopping his combo from doing as much in the fights could be quite effective if no one gets a touch on him. Let's see what he finds. Oh, yeah, actually, this could be the easiest kill of his lifetime. Hello, goodbye. All right.
Huh.
Okay.
That's a freebie.
That is a, yeah.
And as a Slack, you should, you've got Shadow Dance. I guess he perhaps just hadn't been around that area, not attacking to scout out that ward above him. But
I guess he was punching it, yeah.
You've got to assume that's such a common ward spot. It's a bit of a mistake from Van, a rare mistake for the player who's been probably the star player of this EWolves team up until now.
No, that's not good for the side. They are really relying on this Slug in this fight to kind of just create havoc and make it very, very hard for Vega to stick around. And Vega, off the back of that, 20 seconds till without the Slug to worry about. They'll start to push onto the tier 2. I mean, the question is, no one. He didn't go for that good old Echo Saber. I mean, that item, one that could be arguably pretty strong on Tiny, but not yet at least.
It's one of those times like I read about, I'm like, oh, this sounds really cool, and then, like I'm trying to like theory craft all these heroes that's good on, but then I'm like, all these heroes, there's like other items which just feel better. That to me is always the thing. It's like it's a good item, but there seems to always be a better item.
No, I mean, whilst this is going on, FN's getting a lot of space up top in his Ember Spirit. You know, he's continuing to make his way almost in terms of farm. No. He's got the Battle Fury down, and Van again walking in, does get the BKB and Shadow Dance off in time. He's trying to pick off Shoma the Slayer on the backline. Shoma gets the Static Storm down. The Shallow Grave will keep Van alive as he backs himself out, so they get the Disruptor kill. But again, it's just the Disruptor, and they're going all in. They're going in hard, and just not finding maybe as much as they would hope for at this point at EWolves.
Yeah, BKB charge for a Disruptor kill is just not a great exchange.
Fan kind of just 1v1ing there.
No one at bottom with the Silver Edge.
Oh yeah, if he could do this, he just jumps in, tosses him back. The Roar's there as well, and that's more than enough. Punching him in the face. They'll do it. It's
Track kills as well, so big bounties going the way of Vega. And when you're ahead and you've got Bounty Hunter, normally like getting kills don't give you much, but that's a 900 gold swing just off one pickup.
I'm going to be very interested to see what no one goes for next. I mean, at this point, do you go back for the Ags, or is this just going to be AC or even BKB for yourself against the Invoker and stuff?
I think absolutely Ags, because you want to be able to break the base. You've got Beastmaster who's good, Ember who's absolutely awful, but having a Tiny would give you that extra little bit of pushing power that your lineup's lacking right now. So Ags is good, BKB is going to be good, but I think the Ags as a priority to me makes the most sense.
Let's see Vega ready to try again in the mid lane. Bristol's going to be back for this defense for the side of EWolves. Back up and Van. He is a man with a double damage rune ready to go, and he just jumps straight in. Look for Mag, the kinetic field's there, but Van pops the BKB. It's 2-12 finish on the Beast Master. He can't quite get there by the looks of it. Shadow Dance comes out, but he can't close the gap. And now with the Shadow Dance and BKB popped, he's going to get himself out there. At the same time, no one going in with the combo onto M-God, who graves himself, but FN should be able to finish off the Dazzle, and he does indeed. They've managed to found Van as well as he went trying to get that kill on the back lines, and no one jumps in with the combo onto 2. They're going to find Ewo as well as he gets roared up. It's just M-God from the sidelines looking for the save. Does pop out of the Shallow Grave. In fact, FN needs to be careful. FN might just die, and he does. He gets himself killed there by the Quill Sprays. But nonetheless, it's still a favorable trade for Vega. Even with FN giving his life there at the end. It's a 4-for-1. The buyback did come out from the Dazzy D.
Yeah, it's just getting too hard for Van, who has to do everything on his own. He's initiating in to try to get a kill. But even if he gets these kills, like the Beastmaster or the like Disruptor, it's not even really worth it, because he has to commit his BKB and his ultimate to get one kill, and then they're going to lose the subsequent fight. In that situation, when he doesn't kill the Beastmaster, and then his BKB wears off, he gets glimpsed back into the Static Storm. Sioma was very patient. They kept vision of Slark, and the glimpse back into the Static Storm secure the kill. So not looking good for EWolves.
Yeah, and off the back of that, it's completed Ag's done for no one. And he's just at level 16 as well, so Tiny suddenly. I mean, the difference between his power in that fight and the next one is going to be pretty damn hefty. I mean, he already was there 9-0-9 as well. It's a pretty incredible performance here from the man. We talked about it earlier, how no one, you could kind of expect shows like this from him. And this game proving to be no exception. And at the moment, I mean, the Slark, it feels like, you know, he got those items a relatively good time. The Shadow played the BKB, but Van, it just seems we're seeing him in these fights, and with those items, he just does not offer enough on the Slark. He needs something else.
He needs teammates.
Yeah.
We're just not seeing it.
Dying, yeah.
Smash is 0-4-3. You've got Ewo, who is 0-6-6. Picks up a relic. I was waiting. I saw him saving full cam. Like, is he just going to go BKB?
Goodness.
No, he's going.
What is he going?
Radiant.
He's not going Basher, is he? Sorry, Abyssal. It's different. 6.87, boys.
So you're looking at Radiance, or you're looking at Rapier.
Let's
So
go. Rapier Bristleback. Let's do it. I mean, Radiance.
I like it.
Is that the fallback item? Really?
It's like a we lack damage kind of item, and it's not like amazing by any means, but it just gives him a second damage.
Van again. Come on, Van. He was having a great start to this game, but at this point, it feels that really with deaths like this before every team fight, it's really on the team. Masoku controlled up, brought back into the Static Storm as well. There's a shallow grave for the man, but they're still going to find it as FN comes through, takes him down with one final chop. And at this point, it's just mistake after mistake from EWolves.
Yeah. And the Witch Doctor has it rough there. I wouldn't even call his death a mistake, because he gets tracked up and then there's glimpse, so there's no escape. But for Van, it's like you can't afford to be in a position where Tiny's going to get these silver edge kills. And Vega now, with a couple pickoffs, no buybacks, have found themselves poised to take at least one lane of racks, possibly even two. FN's doing some good damage at bottom as well.
Looking for as much as they can get from this, and no one jumps in, tosses the Iwo Bristleback back, and there's the silver edge hit. No passive for the man, and no life either. He's gone, and M-God roared up as well. He's going to get forced back. He will be fine for the time, but Vega, they find themselves a second set of racks here on the bottom lane, and EWolves are certainly starting to crumble now in this series.
Oh, they don't get the melee racks, but no big deal.
Nice.
Ooh, maybe becomes a big deal if no one dies.
Yeah,
no one turns around to fight.
He's like, well, I will give it some, and he nearly kills Van. I mean, Van falls relatively low. FN is getting himself out. The courier's actually going to get peaked.
Whoops.
And, well, Vega, they do want to maybe try and go back in. FN's eyeing them up.
FN had a dataless delivered on that dying courier, so he's seen a big boost in his damage output.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it is unfortunate for them they did finish the racks. FN wants to go in and finish the job. By the looks of it, he's like, guys, I would like to kill this racks. Death Ward, all right. Goodbye.
Yeah, and Vega completely misplay it towards the end there, not getting the melee racks. A clear mistake, but
FN's going back in. He's like, I really want this melee racks, guys. Don't mind me. I'm just going to walk in. I'm just going to hit your racks. Let me hit it up. No. Okay, not this time.
He's overextended a few too many, so.
He really wanted to go for
it. I mean, Vega, the fact they're in this position where they can misplay that, not get the melee racks, and then just not care because they're up 3 racks, they can get Rose, they've got the 4 most farmed heroes in the game. Yeah, it's all fine. Everything's gravy on the side of Vega, and looks like game 3 is theirs to lose.
Yeah, it's not looking too pretty at all. Grab the A, just go for a smoke, Vega. There we go.
And it's just like a casual smoke, like, we just want that extra movement speed to get to your base faster more than anything.
15%, nice. There we go. No one. Getting away with Mag. See what kind of a jump in they can get. He's, of course, just picked up the BKB as well on the Tiny, so it is going to be very hard for the side of EWolves to do much about in these team fights. And FN, he's going to try for it this time. He's like, right, I brought my friends this time. and one of his friends hits relatively hard here.
That's not fair.
Yeah, there we go. Easy racks there for the boys in their walkout. EWolves at the moment, they're actually camping the fountain. Come on, lads. 3 of them in the fountain at the moment. Come on, boys. Don't do this. Come on, don't AFK in base.
Report.
That is potential. Oh, there we go. Radiant's Bristleback, that's definitely a report. 32 minutes in. Come on, you were, you mad man. But hey, I guess the missed chance.
Good.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, it's,
the missed chance is good.
you know, you need something that can deal with mega creeps.
Yeah.
Perhaps the answer. Woo! A scan found the hero. Yeah.
Oh, it was saw
It
Solo walking through.
Yeah, saw Solo walk through the scan, and then they pinged it out as well. So a successful scan. All right. I think it's like the first successful scan I've even seen since casting. I don't actually watch the map that much for them, but it's one of those things which I think teams will quickly realize you just spam out and hope for the best.
Let's see if EWolves can do this. This is going to be a very big defense if they can pull it off. They're actually smoked up, moving around the sidelines. At the same time, Dazzle, he didn't get the memo. He's been taken down on his own in the middle. On the back lines, Van trying to look for Shoma, but here comes no one. A Mag coming in. Van pops the BKB, the Shadow Dance as well, but Shoma getting forced to the right. He's going to be fine. Tornado, EMP's going to connect onto but no one. No, he popped the BKB. He does not give a damn about Magic. And Masoku TPing back, or at least trying to, and GG's called. Vega have done it. All too much there for the side of EWolves. They showed us their strength in game 2, but game 1 and game 3, just a little bit of a mess, and Vega Squadron giving us the level of Dota that we kind of expect from this side.
Yeah, and this game, to me, was summed up by that mid lane where Tiny just crushes the Invoker early on in CS, gets that early rotations going as well, finds so much space and momentum for his team. For EWolves, it's the Van show. Van had so much weight in his shoulders to get like everything done everywhere. He gets it. He doesn't even go for Midas. I think he recognizes like, oh my gosh, my team's feeding. Like, what am I going to do? I got to go gank. I got to go kill everyone. I got to carry as well. So he goes for the Shadow Blade.